Good morning, everyone. So today we are going to do a midterm task for debating class, and we are going to do a debating between two groups, which is affirmative and opposition. Before we start it, I would like to say the motion, which is smoking should be banned from campus area. And now I'm gonna hear from affirmative side. Please stand up.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
I'm from the first group, the captain of affirmative. So, as what Judge said, today's motion is smoking should be banned from campus area. As we know that the campus area is public spaces that people can do whatever they want. But in this case, the smoker can cause pollution in the air, so it is so much harmful for the non-smoker people. So, ladies and gentlemen, today's motion: smoking should be banned from campus area. Thank you very much.
Thank you for affirmative side. And now let's listen to the opposition captain.
So, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are from Captain Opposition, and our team disagree with this motion because nowadays smoking has become a trend and it has become a daily activity in their life, and even not just a trend, most people choose to smoke to relieve the stress they have. Banning smoking inside from campus area is not the right thing to do. Can you imagine those who are trying to relieve the stress they have? So why you forbid it? Thank you.
Thank you for opposition sides. And now let's listen to affirmative sides.
Okay, good morning. I disagree with the opposition side because smoking should be banned on campus due to the serious health concerns that causes to both smokers and non-smokers. The health risks are much more to non-smokers because they may double up, especially to those who already suffer from other illnesses such as heart and lung disease. In addition, a very short exposure by a non-smoker to secondhand smoke may have abrupt, severe effects on the cardiovascular system, thus escalating the risk for lung and heart infections. This makes the non-smoker to have a high risk of catching infections from cigarette smoke than the real smoker, yet they are very innocent. A more effective way of reducing smoking in campus would be to provide tobacco termination counseling programs in the campus. Thank you.
Thank you for affirmative first speaker. And now let's listen to the first speaker of opposition.
Thank you for the judge and the affirmative speaker about your statement. So, I'm pointing, what's your point? First of all, the thing that you point is about health risk of the non-smokers, especially for those who have suffered from the other illness like heart and lung disease. That means the non-smokers and the smokers should be separated when the smokers are smoking, right? If it's because of the health of the non-smokers, then the campus shouldn't have to ban the cigarette in the campus area because it can be handled. It still can be handled by providing the for the smoker area, like special room for the smokers, and the place that area can be placed far from the canteen. Also, or any places that a lot of people or common people, the non-smokers, wandering around. Thank you.
Thank you for first speaker from opposition. And now let's hear from the affirmation second speaker.
Thank you so much for the first speaker of opposition. So before I started to say disagree about your statement, I want to ask about is it smoking just only a cigarette, or do you have any other type about this about smoking, like only a cigarette or maybe vape or something like that?
In this case, the situation that we face, all the smokers are usually blow something that can product the ash, the smoke.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
And it's the same thing if we talk about the population and the for the health risk. Okay.
Okay, so what I got from your statement before, which is that smoking can conclude like the cigarette and the vape, both of those, because those are having kind of like a smoke. So my statement is like I still don't agree with you that you build some kind of like designated areas or buildings which is kind of like a smoking area for students of Darma University to smoke in there. In fact, that probably they don't like the smoking area because the view is not good, because only kind of like a glasses house and then just only ashtrays in there and then the litters in there. So maybe to build the smoking areas, restricted areas for the smoking people, is not very useful, because usually what I know from my knowledge, the smoking people likes to smoke in the urban environment, so which is kind of like makes them feeling relief or something like that, and then having kind of like a good feeling, and maybe they can think something kind of like that. So my statement is like I agree that smoking should be banned from the campus area. Thank you.
Thank you for your statement, second speaker of alternative. And now let's hear from second speaker of opposition.
Thank you, Captain Affirmative. In my opinion, smokers should be restricted because smoking is not illegal in this country as long as you are legal, and it's their choice to smoke. And I agree with Captain Opposition. Smoking on campus should not really be banned, but should be restricted inside the buildings. And the campus must provide smoking areas located away from the buildings.
Thank you for your statement, second speaker. And now let's hear from Calvin.
I want to add the statement from Jihad. So for those who have the cigarette smoke, so they can avoid the smoker, and then the smoker would understand as well, or you can do like non-smoker and smoker. You can spray it first, and when the smoker finishes the cigarette, and then after that you can talk. You can together and talking, and this time their cigarette that do not smell bad and are not harmful, such as electric cigarette like a pot, vape, and there are many traditional smoker or tobacco smoker are switched to cigarette.
Boleh nggak sih ngambil pertanyaan? Any additional question?
So for me, okay, so your statement is about kind of like a electric cigarettes that is not having smoke, which is kind of like having herbal things inside of it, right? I mean like smells good, something like that. But there is a statement that you really mentioned that makes me kind of like think of it, which is like you said before, the non-smokers, the non-smokers will understand if the people who is smoking is it like that, or I just turn upside down. I think you kind of misunderstood about a little bit here, which is sometimes the smokers want to sit beside the non-smokers. Why? Because when you smoke and then you talk beside the non-smokers, you feel great. Like, oh like that, then you talk. Oh like that, then you talk like that. Then how do you think about that?
Before we start it, is there any additional statement that you want to add?
Yeah, okay. So, for your statement that say, for the statement that you say, if the non-smokers feeling good whenever they sit near to the smokers,
No. My statement is
when the smokers feeling good whenever they sit next to the non-smokers.
Yes.
So, the non-smokers will always know themselves. Like, if they see the smokers, they will feel uncomfortable. And that makes them go away from them, far away. Yeah? They separate themselves from them. So, I mean, that makes any sense to make them separated. So, we have to provide the non-smoking area, the smoking area for the smokers. Okay?
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay.
Why we have to move away from the smoker guy? You guys bring the disease to us. You know what I'm saying?
You can tell the smoker, like, I don't like smoking, so the smoker can go away to finish the cigarette. So you can tell them like that.
Okay.
No. Before we go too far.
No. I would like to hear the opposite side.
Okay, so yeah, the second before, which is like you can tell politely to someone that you have to please stay away from us because we don't feel comfortable because you are smoking in here. Okay, so my question is, if the person accepted about that, if not, then how? I mean, like, not everyone accept about your statement like that. Like, probably like, no, I like being in here with you, and then I like to smoke with you, which is kind of like it's hard to separate between the non-smokers and the smokers ones. Then how? Thank you.
Okay, so for pointing the statement that Dani say, they know what they want, they know what they desire for them. Like if they have,
What
if
do you
they,
mean they? Who is what?
they the non-smokers, when the non-smokers know about themselves, they will not get closer to the smoke. Because what? Because they have the illness. Okay. So if they stay near them, they will get the bad effect only, right?
Right.
That's why you need to providing the smoker, the smoking area for those people who want to smoke without bothering the others, without bothering the non-smoker. Okay? And and for the smokers, they are not smoking like 24/7. They only like smoke for several minutes, and that's not the big idea to not spreading them. Thank you.
Okay, let's hear from.
Okay, so thank you so much for the second speaker of opposition about your statement. Okay, so you said before that we have to build the restricted area, which is kind of like the smoking area in the campus area, right? But not all the smokers like to go to the smoking area. Like I said before, like yeah, like I said before, like you know, not all like the environment of the smoking area, because you know what I said before, it just like it is made from the glass, like a glass room, and then it just only having a ashtrays in there and then liquors in there, and then how to make every smoker smokers get into the smoking area, which is not all the people do not want that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Why non-smokers are still there if it's not comfortable? There is cigarette smoke.
Thank you for the captain of opposition about your statement. So your statement before is like, oh, don't you just walk away if you don't feel comfortable about smokers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know that? Let me put the example. Okay, like I have a friend, and then we always like sit together in the bench or something like that for eating, right? And then one of your friend come to your bench and then starting to lighting on the cigarette and then something kind of like that. And then when you are eating, like when you are in the middle of eating, and then you don't feel comfortable because you like your friend is smoking at the same time and then. So I know that I don't feel comfortable because my friend is doing smoking today. But if you are in the middle of something and then your friend is smoking there, and how would you react? Like if you just walk away and then you just in the middle of your eating and then you walk away, then how your friends feel? Like my friend doesn't like I smoke beside her, or like it hurts. It hurts their feelings, right? Like it's not polite to hurt their feeling. Like sometimes we let our friends smoking beside us because we know that it's polite things to do to make our relationship good to build in there. Thank you.
Thank you. And
A little bit. So that is the risk when you decide to smoke.
Oh, okay.
okay, I think it's enough for debate today. And is there any conclusion?
Okay.
Okay.
So, in opposition side, conclusion is let's take us back to the motion where it stated that smoking should be banned from campus area. Our group doesn't agree because there are still many ways to handle the smoke and care the environment, like separate them and heat them properly.
Okay. Thank you for opposition side, and I would like to hear the conclusion for affirmative.
Okay, so the conclusion from our affirmative groups, which is like we are still on our motion, which is smoking should be banned from the campus area because even though you build the smoking area, not all the smokers like to go there because many smokers like to smoke outside because they can see the good view and then they can refresh their minds, and then they can think clearly and relieve the stressful like they discussed it before. And then so my statement is still the same, that we still agree if the smoking should be banned from the campus area.
Thank you. Thank you for affirmative side. And now let's open up our discussion today. Thank you for the affirmative side and also the opposition side. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.